As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Enjoy. Hey, so as promised, I am back with this second video for this Pure Smile water flosser toothbrush. And so I wanted to give you my thoughts on how it worked and what I liked and didn't like about it. Again, this was a product that got sent to me by the company for free. So full disclosure to review for you, but I always leave my honest reviews and there are cons. So I will definitely be sharing all of that with you here. As a reminder, go back and see my first video. You can see the whole instruction manual and pause and read what you'd like. But I wanted to just show you the tips again really quick. So, because I'm going to be going over each one of them. There's the tongue scraper tip, and then the orthodontic tip, periodontal tip, standard tip, and flossing toothbrush. And then there's this guy who I never actually figured out what that's for. So it's got this like rubber gasket sort of thing, and then this is what the tip of that looks like. So maybe you who are more dentally inclined out there might know what that is, but I don't. But it comes with it. So that's all I have to say about that one. I did try it, and it's a more blunt water flow. So whatever you might use that for. So I'm going to go through each of the tips from my least favorite to my most favorite. And so that's going to consist of these four. So I'll go through them like that. First, as a matter of just showing you the actual unit and how it clips in, each of these actually clip into the top here. So you just insert it and you'll hear a snap, and then you have to push this button to pop it back out. So it is secure in there once you snap it in and pop it back out. But make sure you hear that snap or else it's not going to be secure. Like I showed you, and I'm not going to do this right now because there's water in it, but here's where you put the water, and it doesn't, I haven't had problems with it leaking or anything. It's very secure once you get it in there. So you push the power button to turn it on. I would make sure it's in your mouth when you turn it on. I made quite a mess testing out all these tips yesterday. But I think if you're using it normally and you've gotten used to it, you're not gonna have water all over your bathroom like I did. But just make sure it's in your mouth before you, because once you start it, it starts. So this did control the level, the pressure. So you have variable pressures there. I found that I kind of liked, depending on the tip, to adjust that. And so I tended towards maybe the middle of the range there. The high one, with some of them, you can almost make it hurt. So it is very powerful. I will say that's something in its favor because I was expecting it not to be so powerful, because when I've owned these before, they're wall plug, like you plug them into the wall. They're not chargeable units like that. And just generally with things that are chargeable, if you've ever used hand tools or a drill or something like that that's battery powered versus wall powered, the battery powered ones tend to be less powerful. That was not the case here. So that's definitely in its favor. As far as the tips, I felt like the reason that you usually buy these is for the standard tip, which worked really well. So overall, love it. Some of the other tips were, they're fine. I don't know what you would use them for or what application. I forgot there's one more tip over here that I need to show you. And anyways, there's actually 5 that I'm going to go through from least to most. So let's start with those tips. I'm going to actually not qualify this one that I almost forgot about. And I'm not ranking this in least to most favorite because I can't properly use it. This is this is meant for like if you have braces and stuff. So I don't know if you can see, I'm trying to get the camera to focus on it there. But it's a brush, and it's a pretty, I would say like medium bristle. Yeah, not hard. It's not hard, but it's not soft either. So this is meant if you have braces to go around every little bit of the braces and scrub in there, and it's pushing water as well. So it's meant to kind of floss and scrub at the same time around all of your dental work stuff there. So I can't really say if this was a least or most favorite because I don't have braces right now, but I just wanted to show that to you and tell you I can't give that a fair review. I can't say if it's good or bad. Okay, least to most favorite is a little difficult here. I would say least favorite just because I don't see what application is the tongue scraper thing. When you're trying to stick your tongue out and scrape it and that water spring, it's going to make a giant mess, first of all. So, and then second of all, I just don't know why. I've never been a tongue scraper person. I guess if that really does it for you, you might like this, but I don't know why a regular tongue scraper wouldn't work over blasted water. So this is one of those ones they included that I'm like, I mean, okay, fine. I'm never going to use it. But I did use it and it was weird. The toothbrush one was interesting. I think I would like to try it with toothpaste. I was just afraid to do that because I didn't know if it would like get in. It probably wouldn't. I wouldn't know if it would do any damage to whatever mechanism is pushing the water out here. So I didn't try it with the toothpaste. But I think the toothpaste would go away pretty quickly. This is meant to scrub and floss at the same time. water does jet out of it. And so I tried that. Again, I would make sure you're kind of really hanging your head over the sink there because water's just coming out. You're gonna have to do that with any of these, but I just have never seen this and it was interesting. So I do think you'd get like a nice clean brush with that. So, but again, I would just brush my teeth and use the actual water pick sort of thing. So that one was fine. I don't have any strong feelings one way or the other about it. My next favorite is the standard tip. This is my second to the top because this is really just delivers what you're expecting out of this machine. That's what you're buying it for. You're buying it as a water flosser. This is what water flosser tips have always looked like, and it's just a nice tip. So I don't know if you're able to see. It's hard to get it to zoom. It's a pretty fine stream there. So I was able to get some pretty good force in this, and it was nice. It did actually get stuff out. I used it after dinner. It did get stuff out. My favorite tip, because it was unique and I felt very powerful, is this periodontal tip. And it's actually meant, if you go back to my first video and look through the instructions, you can see pictures. You're meant to actually stick it down kind of into your gum line between your tooth and your gum. No, I mean, don't hurt yourself, but it's supposed to get down right under the gum line there to really clean it out. And it really did. You can see it's a super fine point compared to the standard tip. You can see how much finer that is. And when it's high power, I don't think I could stand it on high power here. I would say this one definitely I was using mid range. I guess it depends on your own personal tolerance for how much pressure you can handle on your gums. But I have a pretty good pain tolerance, and I don't think I would probably want it high power. Anyway, but it was really great. You can see it's a little flexible and bendy there, so you can really get it where you need it to go. And I really felt like it was actually blasting stuff out from my gum line. So this was my favorite one. Overall, I was pretty impressed with this because, like I said, I wasn't expecting much with the it being battery powered. It was rechargeable. The battery is built in. Versus wall powered, and so I was pleasantly surprised. And this cool periodontal tip was a nice touch to what is usually just a traditional sort of flosser, water flosser tip. So overall, I think I could absolutely recommend it.